Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning, and I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary and Real-Time Rescue. Hi, Mr. Julio. Oh, look at that cute snout. Hello, hello. There's Gilbert, Frankie. Here comes Zeusy, who's been taking full advantage of all the mud from irrigation. Huh. Hi, Frankie's ready for his close-up. All right, we're gonna come around, say good morning, kind of show what we've been working on or what we're getting started on right now. Oh, it's gonna be loud. Just a heads up. I think they're using the leaf blower. Monkey, get out. He's not supposed to be in there. Okay, so we've got the live stream going, everybody. We've got some of our lovely volunteers here kind of getting tools and things together to get set up to check on our goat playground. So this goat playground has been here for, in the beginning stages of 11 years or so, close to the time when the sanctuary was founded. And it's gotten a couple remodels and additions over the years. It's nothing fancy. It's just a place where the goats can climb and run around on and jump up on and lounge, things like that. So I'll show you that in 1 second. I need to come over here and get a gulp of water. Say hi to Chicolette, Butters, and Chico. Mr. Chico here had some bad diarrhea this morning, so he did get a probiotic and peanut butter sandwich. We give those also prophylactically to Albert and Frankie, who have kind of some chronic digestive issues. Frankie, who you guys met out front, he's back here now. And there's his twin brother, Merman. So let me take you over here on the goat playground and kind of show you, hi, Albert, what's been going on with that. Hi, Willow. So I know it might look, kind of old and rickety. Oh, you're just lounging, Princess. We do try to use, recycled wood and donated wood and things like that. So this is a platform they can kind of jump, they can run all the way across. You can see it's been, sorry, that's Sven, one of our latest rescue. He's still a little skittish, huh? Sorry, I moved too fast for you. Chico, I hope your tummy feels better soon. Hi, Chicolette. They're giving you the hands or the hooves on tour. You can see how it's been patched up here. There's oh my goodness, would you just get along? Some little piece of plywood and things like that. Hi, Elaine. Little shy Sven. So this bridge here, since he's under there, I won't pull on it too much. And I think even if I tried now, it wouldn't be as rickety, because yesterday we noticed that this bridge here was very wobbly. Like if these little guys walked across it, it wouldn't be a big deal. But Merman, the guy that's back there, he probably weighs 200 pounds. And we had a human walk up on here who weighs less than 200 pounds, and it was really wobbly. So we figured, if Merman or one of the big goats was to get up there, and if it wobbled too much, they could fall or, get hurt. So they kind of jerry-rigged. They found some of these pieces of wood here, and then they hammered it in to kind of create just more sturdy. It doesn't wobble now. You can see, I can shake it a tiny bit, but it was, like I said, like a surfboard or something, just very wobbly, and it's not wobbling anymore because they wedged and screwed in more wood underneath there to kind of just keep it attached. And you can see here, you know, I think there was like a little hole. There was some rusty nails that were sticking out that we weren't not able to pull out all the way. So we just kind of put another little piece of wood over it. You can see right here, you know, it's kind of rotted through. The plywood's kind of falling apart. So we know that it does need a full remodel at some point. And that's something that, you know, is kind of like a long-term project. For now, what we are doing is just trying to, like I said, they shored it up yesterday to make sure that this bridge was safe for them. And they're going to check out and see what they can do. Just we call this like the goat hut. This has been redone a few times. You can see like the top is all smooth now. It used to be like kind of falling apart and flaky like this one. And luckily, we've got some ladies here that are much handier than I am. So they've brought their tools and they're trying to get in right to it. So they also might want to. In the past we've had sides on the goat hut. It's been enclosed, and over time, you know, that wood got kind of splintered off, so we removed it to make sure that, you know, nobody got a big splinter or anything like that. Also, the goats do enjoy chewing on the wood, and if it's flaking off excessively, like that piece that Katie's working on now, that can obviously be dangerous because, of course, goats can eat almost anything. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily good for them. And, you know, while a little piece of bark or, you know, plywood is fine, I'm sure if they're just sitting there nibbling and if it's just flaking off easily, that's not a very ideal digestive situation. So those pieces were removed. If you notice down here, the base is made from old, what's the word? Not crates. Oh, hello. Oh, Peanut is ready for her close-up. You're looking fabulous. Happy Sunday from Peanut. She's a sassy one sometimes. I cannot think of, I'm sorry, total mind blip right now. I can't think of the name of what those are. Oh, pallets. Okay, thank you. Pallets are what that's made of. And actually, I had a recent home project and we had to get some flooring delivered and it was delivered on a pallet. So at my house, I do have a brand new pallet. So if the time comes where, you know, we need to redo the bottom again. Oh, now Butters is here ready for his booty scritches. He's presenting his booty over here. Butters is our unicorn. Hi, buddy. But yeah, so the bottom has been recently reinforced with some plywood on top. But like I said, if we do need to replace it, I do have that pallet instead of, you know, just getting rid of that or throwing it out. We're kind of now lately all been on the lookout for, you know, wood being given away or sold for cheap. Right, Sven? You like going up there sometimes. Your sister over there really likes lounging. Hi, buddy. Hi, cutie. Do my fingers taste like food? Or do they smell like food? Aww, you're a sweet guy, huh? You're a sweet guy. Like I said, Sven and his, what we believe, sister Elaine, they are our latest rescues. And last week, if you tuned in, you saw we were talking about how we had just let them out last Saturday for the first time. They've been kind of in quarantine for about a month, trying to, you know, put some healthy weight back on, because when we rescued them, the situation they were in prior to being saved, it was a, you know, kind of horrific situation, and they were emaciated. They didn't even know what to do with hay. They, I'm so sad. They didn't really, who knows if they ever had food security. We don't know everything about their past, but they were just like, what is this? Because they had been used to eating, you know, debris, trash, bits of broken plastic, you know, rusty nails everywhere. They were dodging. Luckily now they're doing just amazing, and they're so well behaved. In the morning, we call it musical stalls, because we have a bunch of animals that need to be separated and put into different stalls for feeding, whether it's because they're old and, you know, have a hard time dealing with the hierarchy and the shenanigans of these young crazies like Chicolette here, or, you know, they're just, you know, more shy or a little bit too rambunctious and it's not safe for them to be out with everybody. You know, we get back here and we're like, okay, put Rapunzel away. Okay, put the cows back there, kind of getting everybody where they need to go. Sometimes we have to kind of usually for the most part, they're pretty good, but every once in a while we might have to chase one and, grab her collar, be like, come on, let's go in. But Sven and Elaine, they just run right in right away. They go into the stall that they were quarantined in the past. They kind of know, like, oh, okay, this was my safe place. I got to eat and everything. So I'm just going to run in there and wait for them to bring me hay, which I know now that is the food and it's delicious and it's good for me. So, that's kind of what's going on now. You can see how, they really just enjoy this area, and we just want to make sure it's safe and secure for them. So as I said, these ladies are handy. They know what to do. I don't know if I did a live stream that day, but a few months back, it was probably even sometime last year, Katie actually was the one who repaired Rapunzel's cupboard. So if you're new here, thanks for joining us. We are a sanctuary in Gilbert, Arizona in the United States. And we do have one very sassy goat here, Rapunzel. So Rapunzel is very sassy. Like I said, she's not safe to be around. She thinks she's a human. Hi, Chicolette. And so instead of, trying to tussle and fight with the other goats, which is the natural behavior for them, she tries to fight humans. She thinks she's above almost every human on the hierarchy scale. So she will try to gore them. And it's not pleasant being around Rapunzel. So she doesn't have to live in here, but when we're all out, it's just not safe, like I said. So she's trained. She's the very first one. When we come through the gate back there, she'll run in there. And okay, went off on a tangent about Rapunzel, but anyway, there's this old cupboard that we used to store the hose in, which we no longer store it in there, or the sub pump, but she loves to just hang out in there. She climbs in, she lays down, she relaxes, she kind of pokes her head out. She just loves her cupboard, and the bottom had gotten kind of rotted out and worn out, but now you can see, well, maybe, hopefully you can see, it's straight across. It's safe for her now. Katie reinforced that with some wood. So I don't know if it's loud or blurry or anything. We do have the misting system on right now. So it's blowing all the lovely cool mist around. It looks, and it is cloudy and overcast, and it's not quite as hot as it has been today, but it's very humid. We had a little rain early, and that's not what all that water's from. We had flood irrigation yesterday, but between the leftover irrigation and the rain early this morning, it's just humid and yucky. And so we decided, okay, let's get these misters on. Like I said, we are in Arizona, which is part of the Sonoran Desert. So we do get some extreme temperatures. And usually, so the misting system is actually more like for the humans. The animals, surprisingly, most of them, they don't really love it. We do have a misting system on the other side for the birds, and they like it, the chickens and turkeys. But these guys think they're going to melt. I mean, not the pigs. And you saw, they love to get in the mud and get wet. But usually the animals are kind of like, oh no, I don't want this blowing on me. And they, walk away. They prefer to maybe eat at the trough further away so they don't get blown on quite so much. But I think Thomas has kind of got the hang of it. He's like, wait a minute, this feels good. Because he's been in it yesterday and today, just like this isn't so bad. I kind of like this nice mist and breeze. So it's pretty cute. That's Thomas, our Dorper sheep. We have 4 sheep altogether. 2 of them were both 4-H rescues, and Thomas is one of them. So yeah, I think that's kind of all I've got to share this morning. We got all caught up on everything, I think. So thanks for tuning in and being a part of our Sunday morning on Chicolette. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and they can get this all shorn up and get, everything they want done so that it will be even safer and more fun for all these guys. And again, thanks for tuning in. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.